Yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski, and people have been asking my opinion on the Johto limited gift shop vanities as an idea for an investment. If you don't know, they are no longer in the gift shop. They have officially left, so they are out of circulation. The amount of Johto vanities that exist in the game are the amount that will be in the game forever. There will never be any more. It's just that limited amount, and it'll get smaller and smaller as players get banned or quit the game with those items in their inventory. Now, the way that I search for them all, because I always forget to spell them all, I just search Beast, and you can find the Volcano Beast wings, the Thunder Beast robes, we'll call them, and the Aurora Beast mane. Obviously, Suicune, Raikou, and Entei items. Now, before I say absolutely anything, I want to say that these are just my thoughts and my opinions. This is not professional financial advice. I don't have a degree. I don't have any formal education. Please do not take this as godsend. Do not take this as law. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. I'm just one guy on the internet, just a single human giving my thoughts and my opinions. I do have a fair bit of experience with the game and a fair bit of watching the market, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. I could still be wildly wrong and wildly incorrect, so leave your criticisms and feedback kindly and politely, please, in the comments. That is appreciated. And make sure to like this video if you do enjoy your time here, or dislike if you don't enjoy your time here. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into it. First things first, you can already see that they're dropping in price, and this is a trend that we see from almost every single gift shop vanity, so do not panic. Pretty much every single time there is a gift shop vanity released into the game, they start at around 4 mil because that's the price of them in RP, and they usually go down to like 2 or 3 or sometimes even like 1.5 mil. We can actually look back to the flower hat, the poisonous flower hat, and like the giant turtle shell. These are the Gen 1. These were available, I believe, during the anniversary event. These were the anniversary event last year gift shop vanities. And you can see they've all gone down in price to 2 mil. We can check the Fire Dragon robes, 3.2. That's one's doing the best, I believe. Giant Turtle's also not doing bad. 2.3, etc., etc. They've all gone down in price, and that's okay. That's not like a bad thing. I want to preface, the point of a quote-unquote investment in PokeMMO is not to buy an item and sell it 3 months down the line for double your profit. That does not happen. That almost never happens. It sometimes does. Very, very rarely. Most of the time, if you are buying an item while the event is still happening to make an investment, you are taking a wild risk. And with gift shop vanities, they almost always tank and fall after the event is over. I do not know where this perception comes from, but there's a perception from a lot of players that, oh, if I buy up all the limited vanities now, then as soon as the event ends, they won't be in the game anymore. Everybody's going to want them, and they'll be way more expensive. No, this does not happen. It's actually quite the opposite, where like once they are out of the shop, the hype is gone. People forget about them. People don't really care. People don't want them anymore. And a lot of people go to sell them, or still are sitting on some, or still like, you know, they're kind of left holding the bag essentially, right? Or they're sitting on these vanities. Now, I bought my vanities for these during the event at an overpriced state, and I knew that, but I was comfortable doing it because I wanted to sit on them and just hold them for years down the line. I could have waited until after the event was over, but I wanted to kind of check them off on my objective list and get my goals done. But that was definitely a little bit of a, you know, me being a little too hasty with my decisions. But I think I was okay with that decision. I made that knowingly. But if you want to get gift shop vanities like this at the best price, always wait until like 1 to 3 months. Like, these will continue to drop. This is not their bottom out price. We will see these continue to drop. This is not the bottom out price. These will continue to go down until eventually, maybe after 6 months, maybe after 3 months, maybe after 18 months. We don't know. It should be somewhere between that. Like, I would guess usually like a 1 to 2 to, like, on extreme situations, 3 to 4 year period. You'll start seeing like they'll see the bottom up price and start to see them go up. There are some items that sadly like just haven't gone up to like what I think they should be. For example, I think the red eyeball mask is a really, really cool limited gift shop event vanity. This is 3.5 mil. This is looking at, you know, this has not ever come back essentially. I think the eyeball masks in general are just really, really cool and underrated, but stuff like that. There's the werewolf masks, which were from last year's Halloween. Look at this. These are gift shop vanities that tanked down to 1.3 mil that were originally, you know, 3-4 mil during the event themselves. That's harsh to see. You know, that is a harsh reality, a harsh thing to see. If everybody is super hyped up on these vanities during the event and buys them, there's just going to be way too many for the actual, way too much supply for the actual demand. The coolest time to pick up vanities from the gift shop are when no one's talking about them, or when there's just not enough people focused on them or buying them because they're focused on other things. That's why I do think it's possible. We'll get to my end rating on like the Johto vanity, these specific items, but as an investment, but we really won't know, and we really won't be able to see until years down the line, once they reach a bottom out price, and then once they go back up in the future. To be totally honest, I don't know if these will be a great investment, especially if you bought them already or are buying them now. If you bought them for collector's pieces just to have everything, that's awesome, but I think these will just go down. These will probably follow a very similar trend to the Kanto ones. These will probably follow a very, very similar trend to the Kanto ones, except maybe, I would guess that it might be the same though. It's tough to tell. I would guess that maybe there's less of these in the game because more people were focused on actually playing the Johto region and were more focused on like the gameplay aspect, versus the Kanto ones were bought during the anniversary event and maybe people were okay, like, I don't know, shelling out more money for that. I'm not sure. Maybe less of these were bought, but it's also possible that even more of these were bought, or the same amount was bought because so many people were playing during the Johto event. That's always like the hard thing to, it's really, really hard / impossible to really predict supply and demand on an item. But at this point, I'm just kind of sitting here rambling. I really do think that these items are going to follow the trend of similar gift shop. I don't know, there's no like insane investment, no insane money to be made. I think I would argue that almost the era of investing in gift shop vanities, is probably over. I think that it is too predictable to the extent where everybody tries it and therefore it won't work. I think if you are someone like me who just gets one of each to collect them and sit on them and kind of have them on a shelf for no reason, that's cool. But I think if you are buying gift shop vanities as investments, I would probably stop doing that. I think that they're just safer, and there's even better, riskier options. If you want to make risky investments, look at like the White Rabbit plush, for example. And obviously, no one could have really known this, but man, this thing was so limited during the Lunar New Year event. It was so far and in between. There were so few of them on the GTL, and look at it now, 43 mil. I almost need to do like a whole new video, a whole new update on this, because it is really, really wildly rare. This actually might be the most expensive vanity in relation to how recent it released we've ever seen in the history of PokeMMO. This is filthy. Prior to this, we saw the Golden Dragon Mask reach like 30 mil. That was a niche situation. I think that was the last. This was the last limited time gift shop vanity that took off. And you can see these were bought for 3.5 to 4 mil during the event itself in 2021. And now they're worth 12 mil. So sometimes gift shop vanities can make you a ton of money really fast, but most of the time they're going to tank. So if you want to take the risk and you want to do the risky investment of gift shop vanities, I do really, really, really recommend buying them after the event is over. Usually after the event is over, they go down in price a bit more for like 1-3 months. If you are noticing them going up a little faster than you would expect, sometimes that happens. Obviously, make sure to jump on them. Any investments in PokeMMO are so difficult. You have to be so active. You have to be so active to get good investments on stuff like this. You have to constantly be watching the market and just seeing what's happening and seeing what's going on and seeing those minute changes and being able to read what's happening. And it took me long enough to bring this up, but a great way to see those minute changes and really keep track of things is with PokeMMO Hub. I'm not sponsored by this website by any means. It's just a phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal tool for PokeMMO players. As you can see here, if I search for Beast under the items, this helps you keep track of all the prices and everything. We're going to go with the Beast Wings for today since they are kind of at the lowest. If we scroll down, you guys can actually see a straight up chart showing us the trends and where it's been going and what it costed for a while and what it costs now. We can see the market chart. Let's go ahead and fix this up a little bit and zoom in on it a little bit. We'll go ahead and fit the screen. There we go. So we can see that it started at around 4 mil, 3.8, 3.9, 4 mil, 48 items in the market. We can see the items in the market down here and the price up here. And look, it's just tanked. It's just gone down. Look at this. So when did, so Johto released August 11th, I believe, which is, this is dating back to the 22nd. So this is not showing all of that. Let's go ahead and show, I guess this is when it started tracking. Okay, so it started tracking this item's data on the 22nd, which is already 11 days after Johto had released. So 11 days after Johto's been out, this item was at 3.9 mil. Let's go ahead and continue on. I want to see when it left. I don't know when it left. I think it was 15 days. This item should have left the market 15 days after Johto was out. So that should have been right around here, the 26th. So right here, look at this. On the 25th, the day before this item left the market, left the availability to buy, it was 3.9 mil. And then on the 26th, the day it left, it became 3.7. It immediately dropped 3.825, back up a little bit, 3.8, 3.7, back up 3.9, and then tank. Absolute tank. From the 28th to the 29th, this item dropped 600k in value in one day. Went back up a little bit, went back down, 3.2 mil now. Let's see. This was on the 28th. How long did it take for it to lose? This item lost 1 million Pokeyen, 1 mil worth of value in 3 days. In 3 days, this item tanked 1 mil. That is how fast things can happen. And if you want to sell yours or get out or buy in, you have to do so like hourly, like so rapidly. So only 3 days and this thing tanked 1 mil Pokeyen worth of value. That is insane to think about. We see it continue to tank more and more, and currently it's sitting around that 2.6, 2.7. I think it'll go back down. I think it'll keep going at like 2.2. We'll see it at 2.2. I think this item, the Beast Wings, I mean, I could predict the bottom outs for all of these, but they're probably all going to be around 1.8, maybe like 2.2. 2.2, 1.8 is probably going to be the bottom out. I don't know when we'll see that or if that'll actually happen. That's my little prediction, but yeah, I think gift shop vanity investing is mostly dead, like I said, and I think it's just hugely risky. And there's just better risky items you can invest in if you want to do risky investments. I think just doing specific ultra rare vanities is better. And if you I always say, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. If you want to do safe investments, man, you got to do sealed product. You got to do, what do? You got to do sealed product. Xmas presents from last year, these were all bought like 5 to 6k. You make 5k profit, 4k profit per item over a year's time. That's really good. Goodie bags, these were all also bought for like 5 to 8k during the event. Now they all go for 16k or so. Look at this, like, you double your money within a year's time pretty consistently with sealed product. Sealed product is just a great way to make consistent long-term returns. So goodie bags from last year are 16k. You bought them at 8, usually buy them at 8k during the event. Let's go ahead and check 2022. 2021, we see 22k a bag, make more consistent profit. 2020, 48k, 50k a bag, more consistent profit. Let's check 2019, 235k per bag, consistent profit. 2018, 250k per bag. Any 2017s? Nope. Any 2016s? 2016 goodie bags, 25 million Pokeyen per bag. And you may be looking at these and being like, oh, who would buy these? What's the point of buying these? That's ridiculous. The reason why people buy stuff like this is to hopefully open vanities like this. Now, this is not from that year, but there are really expensive vanities from that year. We can look at Holly Hair Clip, for example. Holly Hair Clip, this is a pretty common vanity from the 2015 Xmas presents, and this is 95 mil. So 95 mil. Let's see if it can actually, I don't know if there's actually any Xmas presents from that year on the GTL. There's a couple. So there's one here for 35 mil. If you were to open this, you could gamble, open this, get a Holly Hair Clip, semi-common, one of the most common vanities from this set. You're gonna triple your money. Now, it's literally gambling. Don't do this. I would say never open sealed product, but there's a reason why people buy them. So That's enough rambling for this video. You could talk about this, like became like a much more overall general investment video than I expected it to be. But hopefully there was some sort of helpful information within it. Hopefully there was some good advice, good tips, etc., etc. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you did enjoy it. Dislike if not. Subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO videos and uploads every single day. I usually stream as well, Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's linked down below if you want updates on all my content. If you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, get your name listed at the end of videos like this one. YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal/Venmo is wildly appreciated and helps out the channel a ton. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and hopefully you can make some Pokeyen today.
Hey, thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video. Hopefully it was a positive asset on your day in some way. And thank you to everyone's name who's on this list, who is a massive positive asset to my day every single day. I appreciate you all. Thank you for going above and beyond and allowing me to do what I do.